News Tonight, weeknights at 6:30 starting August 4th on the new ABC Miami. Breaking news. ABC is moving to Channel 18 and 7.2. Away we go. Catch all the action of your favorite teams on the all-new ABC Miami. Make the switch to Channel 18 and 7.2 starting August 4th. Breaking news. ABC is moving to Channel 18 and 7.2.
Good Morning America.
The new home for Good Morning America and World News Tonight. Make the switch to Channel 18 and 7.2. The new ABC Miami starting August 4th.
Right now on Good Morning America First Look, Democrats flee Texas to delay approval of a new congressional map that would hand Republicans more seats in Congress. The governor now threatening to remove those Democrats from office if they don't return by this afternoon. The nationwide impact as blue state governors threaten to follow Texas and redraw their maps.
Growing concern about the economy. A top economist warning the U.S. is now on the verge of a recession, with more tariffs set to take effect. Everything from coffee to fruits and vegetables. This as the Trump administration defends firing the official who oversaw last week's gloomy jobs report.
A developing story, a wildfire spreading near Santa Barbara, California, forcing evacuations, and in the east, wildfire smoke from Canada triggering air quality alerts.
Advertising backlash. First it was American Eagle, now why Dunkin' is causing controversy with its newest ad.
Caught on camera, a whale crashes into a boat, throwing a woman overboard.
Remembering Lonnie Anderson, the actress whose marriage to Burt Reynolds became tabloid fodder. What she said about looks, love, and redefining the working woman in Hollywood.
And later, a race with a remarkable photo finish.
From ABC News, this is Good Morning America First Look.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Andrew Dimber.
And I'm Rhiannon Alley. We begin with the high-stakes battle over a new congressional map.
Republicans in Texas are redrawing the lines, trying to gain more seats in the U.S. House. But Democrats are protesting, fleeing the state to postpone the vote. And overnight, the governor imposing a new deadline.
This is a story with national consequences as more states threaten to follow Texas and redraw their maps. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is going to explain it for us. Nicole, good morning.
Well, Rhiannon, good morning to you. This fight in Texas escalated overnight as more leaders in blue states make threats of their own. This morning, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is threatening to remove Democratic state lawmakers from office after they fled the state to delay a new Republican-backed redistricting map.
So you see me? Look at here. Bye. I'm out.
Democrats posting videos of their departure breaking quorum, the minimum number of lawmakers needed to conduct business, in a bid to stall the controversial map, which would shift 5 congressional seats to Republicans.
We're going to do what we need to do. We're employing all the tools that we have.
Democrats say the new map, which carves up cities like Deep Blue Austin into multiple red districts, is a racial gerrymander aimed at diluting Black and Latino voters and helping President Trump hold on to the House in the midterm elections next year.
They're turning our districts into crazy shapes to guarantee the outcome they want in the 2026 elections. If this power grab succeeds, they will hang on to power without any accountability from the voters.
Many flying to New York, Massachusetts, and Illinois, where Governor J.B. Pritzker is now considering redrawing the Illinois congressional map to counter the one being drawn in Texas.
You've had to leave behind your families, your full-time jobs, your communities, and you did it to protect the voting rights of the people that you represent.
Texas Republicans argued the new map is legal and is being redrawn for political reasons, not racial ones. Governor Abbott citing race-based constitutional concerns from the Justice Department. In a late-night letter, Abbott said the walkout by Democrats amounts to an abandonment or forfeiture of an elected state office, and he threatened to remove Democrats from office if they don't return by 3 p.m. today. The Texas Attorney General has said lawmakers could be arrested.
And the House rules and the Senate rules both allow for these people to be arrested if they leave.
The Texas Republican Party calling Democrats cowards and demanding law enforcement hunt down those who think they are above the law. Now, California Governor Gavin Newsom is also pushing a special election to redraw the map in his state in favor of the Democrats. Andrew.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Now to the wildfires raging in the western U.S. The Gifford fire is growing in California's San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties, now at more than 40,000 acres. 3 people have been injured. Multiple areas in both counties have been ordered to evacuate. Meanwhile, smoke from the wildfires in Canada is spreading into the Northeast, with air quality alerts extending from the upper Midwest to New York. We'll check your forecast in just a few moments.
New details about the suspect on the run after a quadruple murder in Tennessee. A prosecutor back in 2020 warned that Austin Drummond was not capable of living among society. At the time, he was serving time for a robbery. His 4 alleged victims were found last week. Police say Drummond's relationship to the victims was familial. Drummond was out on bond this time after being accused of attempted murder. Another big manhunt this morning, this one for the man accused of fatally shooting 4 people inside a bar in Montana. Police say Army veteran Michael Paul Brown, seen here shirtless while fleeing the scene, lives next to the Owl Bar in the town of Anaconda. They say he walked into the bar Friday and opened fire. His family says he struggled with mental health issues.
We turn now to growing concerns about a recession with new tariffs about to take effect. This morning, a top economist warns the U.S. is on the precipice of a recession with consumer spending flatlining. This after a troubling jobs report. The unemployment rate rising to 4.2% in July, with the economy adding only 73,000 jobs. The Bureau of Labor Statistics also revising the job numbers for May and June, saying there were 258,000 fewer jobs created than previously thought. On Friday, President Trump abruptly fired the nonpartisan head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Erica McIntyre, claiming without providing evidence that the weaker-than-expected jobs report was manipulated.
I think her numbers were wrong, just like I thought her numbers were wrong before the election.
The president also claiming McIntyre previously inflated the job numbers to help then Vice President Harris before the 2024 election.
And then right after the election, they announced that those numbers were wrong. It's a scam, in my opinion.
Critics claiming it's not possible that the data was manipulated.
This is a preposterous charge. These numbers are put together by teams of literally hundreds of people following detailed procedures.
But the Trump administration says the number of revisions to job numbers over the years is evidence they cannot be trusted.
It's the president's highest priority that the data be trusted and that people get to the bottom of why these revisions are so unreliable.
The jobs report comes as consumers brace for new tariffs set to take effect this week. The prices of some everyday goods, including coffee, fruits, vegetables, and medicine, all expected to rise. Clothing and shoes expected to go up, too.
The tariffs are definitely a little scary, so I'm trying to get everything ahead of time.
A recent report shows the tariffs implemented by President Trump are the highest in nearly a century and will cost the average family about $2,400 this year. But the administration says the tariffs will reshape global trade, boost American manufacturing long-term, and return billions of dollars to the U.S. Treasury. As for the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the administration plans to announce a new commissioner soon.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is reportedly pushing for a military solution to free the remaining hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. Thousands of protesters turned out in Tel Aviv, demanding Israel end the war. President Trump's special envoy also met with hostage families over the weekend. Hamas now says it may allow the Red Cross to deliver aid to the hostages as the hunger crisis in Gaza worsens.
Now to the death of Lonnie Anderson, the actress whose marriage to Burt Reynolds became constant tabloid fodder. But it was her career that left a more permanent mark. ABC's Allison Cossack explains.
I don't get coffee, Mr. Carlson. We agreed. You have to draw the line somewhere.
Lonnie Anderson was best known for her role in the 80s hit comedy WKRP in Cincinnati.
Okay, how about later at my place?
You're married, Herb.
Oh, yeah.
Anderson played the smart, sexy, empowered receptionist Jennifer Marlowe at a struggling radio station. She had to change her hair from brunette to blonde for the role, which she originally turned down.
I liked the show, but I didn't like the role. And so I refused. I went in and sat on my little soapbox. I think she's just a hero of your messages, window dressing. And I went in and met with Hugh Wilson, who said, let's make her look like Lana Turner and be the smartest person in the room.
She also starred on the big screen in the comedy Stroker Ace with Burt Reynolds, later marrying Reynolds, the two becoming tabloid fixtures before their messy divorce in 1994. Anderson detailed their tumultuous marriage in her autobiography, My Life in High Heels.
You know, like anybody with a substance abuse problem, you apologize, but then it happens again.
Looking back on her career, Anderson said she hoped she would be remembered for changing the look of a young woman with a career.
Beauty is not something that's hard to come by in this city. So if they were looking for the most beautiful girl in the town, I wouldn't be it. So I had to fall back on my talent. And my looks could help me get in the door, but they won't help you stay there.
Anderson saying this about growing old in front of the camera.
It's lovely to go, not really aging gracefully because I'm kicking and screaming all the way, but it still is nice to embrace what you are.
Anderson was married 4 times and had a daughter and son. She died after a prolonged illness days before her 80th birthday. Rhiannon, Andrew?
All right, Allison, thank you for that. It is time now for your Monday weather.
Good Monday morning. The flash flood threat will continue over the southeast, particularly western Georgia, eastern Alabama, parts of the panhandle of Florida. Could be thunderstorms producing 1 to 3 inches of rain per hour as we head into the afternoon. Air quality issues that have plagued the Great Lakes over the weekend will move into parts of the northeast during the day-to-day. Air quality alerts for parts of New York, up in portions of New England as well. And the heat, the big story out west. If you thought it was hot this past weekend in Phoenix, check out by Wednesday. Could be challenging record highs up to 118. By then, meteorologist Jeff Smith, ABC News.
Coming up, a worker strike vote at Boeing.
But first, a whale crashes into a boat, throwing a woman overboard.
And the record set as the first ever Major League Baseball game is played at an auto racetrack. Why critics say it was far short of a grand slam.
People just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Is that your car?
Yeah. No.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first, before going through the car wash.
Darn it.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. You're in good hands with Allstate.
When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. ZzzQuil Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's non-habit forming and powered by the makers of NyQuil. ZzzQuil Ultra, when you really, really need to sleep.
Kellogg's cereal. Grain, sugar, salt, malt. That's it, in case you were wondering. Plus vitamins and minerals. Oh, and ice cold milk.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year. For a predictable routine, I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Salt and Peppa, loved by millions. And similar to what Taylor Swift went through, they're in a legal battle to regain control of their music catalog. This morning, they're on
Good Morning America.
We are back now with the moment a whale crashed into this boat, tipping the boat onto its side, sending a woman into the water. This was off the southern coast of New Jersey, and witnesses say the whale appeared to be in distress.
You couldn't get out of the way in time because you never knew which way he was going to go.
Authorities say the whale later died, but the woman is okay.
Some scary moments in New York when the marquee of this hotel in Brooklyn suddenly came crashing down. The building sits above a subway station. The shaking may have contributed to the collapse. It also followed a small earthquake in neighboring New Jersey, which sent people scrambling. No major damage was reported.
New details this morning about the gunman who killed 4 people inside the building that houses NFL headquarters in New York. ESPN reports Shane Tamura sought treatment for headaches for years. He also reportedly underwent annual MRI exams to try to diagnose the pain. Tamura played high school football, and police found a note claiming he had CTE. The lobby of the building on Park Avenue will reopen today. And breaking overnight, workers going on strike at Boeing. More than 3,000 workers in Missouri and Illinois went on strike at midnight after rejecting a contract offer. The workers build fighter jets, and Boeing says it is prepared for the work stoppage with a plan to use non-union workers.
A new record for Major League Baseball. Its first ever game held inside an auto racetrack set an attendance record with more than 90,000 fans. But the game at Bristol Speedway in Tennessee had to be postponed after just 1 inning Saturday night because of rain. And some fans claim the concessions were running out of food and serving subpar items. The game was finally played yesterday. The Braves beat the Reds.
Coming up, our exclusive